Very good afternoon, you all. You are most welcome to this video lecture, and we are continuing PHP. I think that this is the video lecture 6, and today we will be covering some of the important things of this PHP. Now let us start some of the program here. Now let me open this my PC. Then I go to, if you remember, the C drive. We go for, because all things we put it under this XAMPP server, okay. So you go to the XAMPP, and then you go to the htdocs. This htdocs, we have a number of folder here, and we completed, I think, I don't remember about this program number, say 24. Okay. Okay. 24. Let me open this one. We open with our Sublime. Okay, this is the program. Here we have used the while loop. Okay, I already shown you. In case of while loop, we declare some variable x is equal to 1, and we first put the condition while x, the variable here, we have defined the dollar x the variable, and initialize it to 1, and when x is less than equal to 5, then echo the number is, then we put the dollar x, okay, and be here. So that means it will be checking the number x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it is less than or equal to 5, then it will stop. At least when it is 5, it stops here. Then what is the output? Output will be dollar $x, and we are going for the increment of that one. Okay, so initially first one will be 1, then second time we are going, it will be 1 plus 1, it will be 2, third time it will be 3, fourth time like that it will go on and 3. Okay, so this will be the output. Now if you try to run this one, then we for these things we need to start our XAMPP server. Okay, so for this, so you can type it here, XAMPP control panel. Okay, because this is the minimum things before running any program. You have to start PHP. For this, we need to start this one. Okay, that is your Apache. You have to start, because by default PHP will be there with the Apache. MySQL is not required now for the time being, but you can start it there. No issue. Okay, now it is there. Now if you are to run this program, that is the program number 24, then you come here, you go to the localhost, and by default it is coming 8080, and slash, we put it ph24.php. okay, so run it here. So I have told you that it will come, the first number will come, then it will go for incrementation of that one, and it will check the condition if it is less than equal to 5. Okay, so 1 to 5, because after 5 it is 6, it is greater than, so this condition will not run, and it will print the numbers, because I am going for the printing of this. You see the thing here. So you are printing echo, the number is $x, the number is there as it is, it will be there, it is not going to execute. But if you want to put under this double quotations, still it will run, because I am writing the variable $x. So for this $x, it will take the variable, and whatever the condition it is applied, even if it is running here, first I'm putting the condition, second I'm running all the things, everything will appear there. So nothing will. Okay, so this was the program which we run it here. Then I think it is something book list. Yeah, I don't go for this. This is some different program it is there in the background. Nothing to worry about that one. Then I go for the file. Then I open the files. It was program number 24. Then I go for the program number 25. Okay, so I open this program 25 and open with this thing. Now we find, so I am going for the do while. Okay, so here what we do, first you do whatever you want to do, then the condition is given. The while I have given the condition first, then what are the action is to taken. But here the do file, if you mind observe, first I am asking to do this one, and while the condition it is same, the same what is the output, the same output will get it here. What I have done it here, do echo the number is I'm writing $x here, and the $x plus plus, that is going for the implementation. So under this do, under this curly braces, we are putting it here while this is the condition, $x is less than equal to 10. The output it will come, the number is, so it will start from 1 because initialized 1, 1 2 3 4 5 6 10 up to 10 it will come. Okay, so this is the program number 25. You can go and run here the program number. Yeah, the program number here, back 25. So enter. Now you can see your output is coming from 1 to 10 because we have initialized 1 and the condition you are putting less than equal to 10. Okay, so that is the reason why it is showing the number is, and it is increasing from 1 to 10. It's clear. So this was program number 25. Then we go for the next program, that is program number 26. Go for file, then open file. You go to the program number 26. You can directly type and open, but you see here you don't have any problem. You can do it like this also. I'm going for the number 26 and open it here. Okay, here I'm using the for loop, and for the for loop it is a very compacted one. It does the same work also. So what you are doing it here, you see. So I'm using the for condition here, for under the braces. So three things are there, three part here the syntax. First is initializing $x equal to 0, then $x is less than equal to 12 is the condition I'm putting. There I'm going for the increment. Okay, all the things you are putting in one line. Then start the bracket. What are the statement what you already echo, the number is $x. The same output, it will tell me what is the output. It will come, the number is 1, number is 2, up to number is 12. Okay, then check it, the number output. Okay, so now you come here, you go for the program number 26. Here the program number is 26, and you can run this program. So it is coming up to 12. Okay, so number is 1 2 3 up to number is 12. Okay, so these are the programs we have done it now. Then I am going for the next program. Next program is, it is program number 26. We are going for program number 27. Okay, then you go to the file and open the file, and we go for program number 27. So for this program number 27, yeah, you exactly here program number 27. Yeah, open this one, open. So you find, so this we are using the concept of array, which already I told you, just I am replacing this. For declaring array you need this thing. First to declare a variable. Suppose these are the different colors. For this I put a variable name, this is the colors. So for declaring value $colors, which is equal to, because similar type of things I have to put it here. So you write the word array, and under the braces, and what the items, it will be under double quotation and separated by comma. Last one no need to put a comma, at the end you put a semicolon. Okay, so now what I am going to do, I am using this for each. So for each, these $colors as $value. So these are the values. Okay, so for 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 each color, so that means for each and every color, here the first one, it will show the value. This is 0 1, this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. So all these four values it will be displayed there. Okay, so this is the first part of this program. For each $colors adds $value, echo $value, and bigger. So first it will show red color, then it will show green color, then it will show blue, then it will show yellow. Okay, here also I am writing one function. You know how to write a functions. There is nothing to worry about this thing. Okay, so here in this program I'm writing PHP function is your write message, then echo hello world, and I write message. So this part it will be displayed. Okay, the second part don't worry for these things at this moment. First part, let us see this arrow. This is the program number 27. This is the program number 27. So now let us run this program number 27. So it has come. Okay, red, green, hello, and the message also it has shown, hello world also it has come. Okay, so like this you can work on arrays, you can work on functions. Okay, these are the parts which we already discussed, I hope. Then we are going to the next program. That is the program number 28. Okay, let us see what is this program. Open file, program number 28. In this program number 28, yeah, program number 28.php. Just open this one. The same thing, you can get the message output will come hello world. Okay, you know all this because you declare a function and call this function. Okay, for declaring, just start with the word function, then write the name of this function, then the method, and on the curly braces what is to be displayed, then call this function, write message. Okay, and it will be semicolon, don't forget. Okay, so this is for declaring the function and this is for calling the function. Output will be same hello world. Okay, so don't worry for these things at this moment. So then we completed the program number 28 and we are going to the next program, that is the open files. We are going for program number 29. Okay, we are going for program number 29, the program number 29. So open this one. Here I am going for some arithmetic operator and I am using this function. So I use the function and I am putting function name is sum, dollar variable dollar x and dollar y is there, and dollar z is equal to dollar x plus dollar y, and return dollar z, it is the function. Okay, then I can call it here. How do we call this function? So I am going for this because just I have to call this sum, because I have given only the variables xy. I have to put the value sum 5, 10. It will come 5 plus 10, which is equal to the sum of 5 and 10. It will come 15. So 7 plus 13, it will come 20. 2 plus 4, it will come 6. Okay, this also I have shown you, I think. But if you are interested, you can see it here now one more time. The program number 29. You run this program number 29. Yeah, back 29. Run it. Okay, so 5 plus 10 is 15. 7 plus 3. So this is the output for this program we have written now. Okay, now let us go to the program number. This we have completed program 29. So we can go to the program number 30. So file, open file. We are going for program number 30. Okay, this is the program number 30. Open. Now you can see. So here again I declared an array. Here I am declaring the cars and the values are there. One is Volvo, one is BMW, one is Tata. So then I am using this inside this echo. I like car number 0, the first car, car number 2, car number 3, and all things I'm writing it there. So like that also you can see the output will come. I like Volvo, comma, second one is BMW and Tata. You see how I'm using. So I like it is under double quotations, and what are the variables, what are the arrays I'm using it here is separated by dot and dot. Similarly, the comma is to be under double quotation, second dot, and the car first one dot, and also under double quotations, and these things are dot. Okay, even if the full stop also you have to put it in double quotations. Okay, you can see the output. This is the program number 30. You come here and you go for this program number 30. This is the program number 30, and from this program I like Volvo, I like BMW, and I like Tata. I told you that if it is free, I like all the things you have to purchase. I don't like any car. Okay, so you should not worry for this car. So then we go for the next program that I'm going for file, open files 31. Okay, program number 31. Yeah, it's open. This is a program, same thing. Here what I'm telling, I'm going to use something like this. This is the same thing. I'm going for the sorting of the cars. Okay, ascending order, reverse sorting also I'm going to. This is done in ascending order. So just for sorting, if you want to go for reverse sorting, R sort you can. Okay, sometimes A sort you give it, but you go for sort and you go for R sort. Okay, so here this is the array I declared, and I go for the sort. Then C length count is equal to $cars, and for $0 like that. So each echo car $x, it will show You go the line break, one by one it will come. Okay, Volvo, BMW and all things like that. Okay, this is also possible using this array. Then you can see the output also, the same thing it will come. Okay, so don't worry for this thing. Then we are going for the open file number 31. I think up to 30 I think we have already completed previously. So anyway, we go for this program number 31.php. Now let us see what is the file. This is program number 31 same. So we go for program number 32, file, open file, program number 32, program number 32. 32 also I think the reverse order you have to do it. So rsert, reverse order I have done. So if you see there, first A, B, C, D, B will come, then T will come, and V will go in the forward setting. The reverse setting, so it will come the opposite. D, T, B, all the things will be sorted like this. Okay. So these are things you have seen the output, or if you are this is the program number PS32, you can see the output also. It will come the reverse set 32. Okay. Program number 32. So it is coming first. So it is the reverse setting. Okay. If the only sort, then BMW will come first, then will come the Toyota, third one will come the Volvo. Okay. Next, this is the program number 32 successfully have completed. Then we are going for the program number 33. So go for file and go for this open file and program number 33. 33. I go for this thing open. Yeah. So here you see inside the elements what I declare inside the array, I am putting some values. So for Peter age is equal to 35 and then it is 37 and Joe it is 43. So I declared the variable age in the array. I put name, then implies sign 35. Okay. So then I sort the age. See, it will sort. Okay, let us see what is the output for these things. I am sorting means it's the ascending order. First the age should come 35, then it should come 37, then it should come 43. You will the reverse sort. Different. Okay, let us see the output is coming for this. Is the program number 33. Yeah, 33. No output. Now somebody can explain why you are not getting an output. So you have to use the same for each what you have done previously. Those things you have to write. This is only declared array. To get it for each you have to use all things. And I think already I have given you the assignment to do all things. Okay. Try to do yourself. Then we are going for the program number 34. File, open file, program number 34. We are going for the program number 34. Yeah, open. Yeah. Now we come. What is the purpose? Why you are learning these things here? My thing is that in PHP, I can go for the front end and using some database connectivity, etc. I can do all things. You see, what is the validation and verification? Everything I can do it here. Now I am going for a form. For creating a form, you know what to do. I have using this form. No, this is the doc type HTML body. Inside the body, I am creating the form and closing this form. And just one thing I am telling, action is equal to welcome.php. What is the meaning of this thing? So I have given name and input type is equal to text name something. So for the level name, I am putting a text box. So it will accept the name from the keyboard. Then for the email, input type equal text name email, it will accept that one. Then there is a submit button. So once you click the submit, what will happen? It will take you to the welcome.php. For that, you must have the welcome.php. Okay, then welcome.php already have written it there. So now let us run this program and see. Okay, so this is the program number 34. So come here and go to the program number 34 here. Okay, program number 34 and run this. It is showing something like this. I put suppose name is Gunamani Jana and email ID GT_Jana. So I submit. So it is saying welcome Gunamani Jana. Your email ID is g_jana@gmail.com. What is the thing it is going behind? Let us see. So I have submitted. See what I have done. I have created a form. In this form, mine is the name input, email input, two text boxes are there, and one button is there, submit button is there. After submitting, what is happening? That I have to check it with the welcome.php. Now let us go file, then open file, then I go for welcome.php. Okay. Welcome.php. Welcome, open it. Now what I have done, you see, I have written a PHP program here. First I am writing welcome, then PHP echo $_post. Okay, two methods are there, one the get method and the post method. And here what is taking, first is taking the name, and your email address is, so what it is doing. See, both the cases it is using the post method. I will tell you what is the how to use this post method and how to use this get method. So without knowing that, we are using the post method here. For that post method also $_post I am using. So less than $PHP echo, what it is doing, welcome, and when it runs up to this, it will take the name. Which name? The name which you have submitted in the name label. The name, one table is there, sorry, one text box is there. In the text box I am writing Gunamani Jana. That is the name it will take, and it will tell you welcome Gunamani Jana. And then inside this PHP, your email address is, again I am using a PHP less than $PHP echo $_post, and out of the square bracket under double quotation is take. What is this email? This email is the second label for this second text box. See it here. If you are confusing, see it here. So this is the email, and first one is the name. So what is the name you are writing it here? Same thing it is saying welcome and telling it is your email ID, this email. What is the email I am giving? And that means when I press the submit button, then what it is doing, if it is okay, if the anyway it is not going for validation, if both sheets are both fields are filled up and you submit, it is showing the output to you. Okay, then you come to this welcome page. It is just simply what the things you are entering, the same thing it is showing to you. Okay, same thing it is showing to you. It's clear? So then this is the program number 30. Sorry, this is the 34 we have completed. I am going for the file, open program, open file 35. Okay, now I am going for I am going for 35 program PS 35. Okay, open here. Same thing. I am using get method. So that's why I have given another file. It is the form is same. Form action only I have changed. See, action also I am not changing anything. That name I have changed it. You put any name, welcome underscore same welcome.php, put it, that doesn't matter. But the content is different. So I am using method is equal to get. I am using method is equal to get, input type equal to text, name is equal to name, email, all the things are same. Okay. Now welcome underscore get. Okay, let us see that what is the important. Now you have to check this file, what is written here, how I'm using this get method file. Then you go for open welcome underscore get. Type, so welcome underscore get dot php, the second one. Okay, okay, open. What is written here? See, welcome less than $PHP echo $_get. Remember, there I'm writing $_post. I'm using the post method here. Here I'm using the $_get. Two methods are there in the get method, one is the post method. So what is the difference between get and post method? I'll show you. Don't worry at this moment. Just you try to understand what I'm changing. So I'm changing the $_get here after this echo. There I'm putting $_get. Here also I'm using $_get. The remaining all are same as it is you type. So it is welcome, and the first one it is taking the name. Okay, then that means welcome Gunamani. Your email address is, you are taking the email. This is your email address. It is telling. Okay, now let us run this program. Now this is the program number 35, we think. Yeah, let us see. If you observe here, nothing is visible. Only when I'm running this program, it is showing welcome.php. Okay. So now, if you commit here, it is 34. It is coming, and I change it into back 35. Okay. So when I 35, same thing it is showing, and I submit it here. No, wrong. It's not program number 35. This is program number 35. Okay. So welcome program number 35, welcome underscore get.php, welcome underscore get.php. Okay. So now let us go here. So I am writing that here ph 35 .php. Okay. Same thing I'm typing it here as name is UVC Engineering College, and I am the password. It is something like that. VVC or something like that. VVC, you put it because our college is VVC. VVC at the VVC.in. Okay. So now I submit. What is the difference you see? It is showing welcome VVC Engineering College and your address is, but is the same thing. Here also it is showing VVC College of Engineering. It is also visible to all. Email ID. You got it now. You understand? Name it is showing VVC Engineering College, and email also it is showing VVC group.in. VVC at the rate that is showing something like that. You got it now? That means it is transparent, it is visible to all. So anybody who wants to check if you are using this get method, so he can see all your confidential matters. So in case it is not confidential and small things for testing purpose, etc., you can use the get method. But by default, we have to use this post method. In case of post method, this user ID, password, or something, it will not be visible. Suppose I am using user ID password. If it is visible here, then what is the meaning of that password? So anybody can access that one. Anybody can access. So it is not possible. Okay. So this is the program number 35. Then I'm going for file. Then I go for the open file. I go for program number 36. Yeah, program number 36.php. Open. In this 36, let us see. This program, all of you minutely observe. This is the thing I wanted to explain today's class. That's why it is very important. So here, I am writing something like that. I'm writing a PHP program. Anyway, it is inside the HTML. So I started with type HTML, head, body. So inside the body, I started my PHP program, that is less than question mark PHP. I declared some variables. What are the variables? The variables I declared: first is the name, second one is the email, third one is the gender, fourth one is the comment, and fifth one is the website. Okay, and I initialized all to blank. Initially, no value will be there. Initialize it to blank, and I put a semicolon, because instead of writing 5 or 6 times $name, which is equal to blank, semicolon, $email ID, so I initialize all things to blank. Or now if $_server under the square bracket request method equal to post, so I am declaring if the poster is most, then $name is equal to test input $_post, it is name. So $email, it is the $_post email, $website is the website, comment is equal to the comment, $_post, all the things are there. Then I'm writing a function here. In this function, I'm writing function test input, that is the I am putting the passing variable data, and this data trim $data, and this data strip slashes, and see it has some things I'll tell you, and the data this HTML special characters. So some spaces, open spaces, something will be there. We do not care for that one. So then return dollar data here. Then coming to this PHP here method, I created a form. PHP form validation example it will be displayed. So method is equal to post, action is equal to so it will show PHP echo HTML special characters, all the things it is there. So it is showing it will PHP self. That means whatever the data you are entering here, it has to show to me itself here itself. So name is equal to, it is taking input type, name is the label, and input type is equal to text, the text box, and box, and the name is name, BR. Then emails, this part you know, how to write this HTML program, how to create a form. This all you are acquainted with, already explained you how to go for this label and the input box, email, input box, text box, website, comments. Instead of input to type equal text, I'm writing text area because it will be a number of lines, remember. So in more number of lines, you cannot write the input as a text, type your text or text box. So instead you write text area and close the text area. Here you can see the name is equal to comment, what is the number of rows and number of columns that you can declare. Okay, so name is equal to comment, rows is equal to 5 number of lines, and columns is equal to 14 number of character columns will be there. Okay, then gender also you put, I am using a radio button, type is equal to radio, name is equal to gender. For all the cases up to this it is same, but here the value will change. First one is the male, then the female, then is the others or neutral, whatever you write. Okay, and what is to be displayed there? So female, male, and other. Clear? Then I am using a button, type is to submit, name is to submit, and value is to also submit. Then close form, close page, all things are there. Okay, then echo, it is saying self input. So your input what you have given, it is to be displayed here. Echo dollar name, echo that I'm putting a line break, then echo email, echo, that means it is the name what the input you have given, it is reading the input from your text box and it is displaying here. Okay, you understand? So echo your input here, it will be displayed as it is because it is on the header too. Something it will display your input will be there as follows. You can write your input as follows. Then echo, first is the dollar name, first will come the name, second one it will come the email, third one it will come the website, and if any comment you have given, it will display the comment, and finally it will save the center. Okay, and let us on this program. This is our program number 36. Sorry, this is the program number 36. Okay, so now let us come to here and go here, program number 36. So yeah, we go back. This is ph36.php, right? So what the thing I have given you, it is a PHP form for validations I have shown you. Okay, slide it. So I am inserting name. I am suppose I am putting 1, 2, 3 is my name. So it is not checking because I have not gone for this validation checking, the error checking, because here simply what I am putting, what the data I am putting, same thing it has to display. So don't put all the things like this. So I am writing say Gunamani Jana, I am writing Gunamani Jana, I am writing email ID, the G underscore data. So website, something www.vvcr.com, something. I did not have something right. Hi students. Hope you are doing well. Okay, this is my comment. Hi students, hope you are doing well. Then this is my name, my email. Okay, so I'm submit. When I submitted, let us see what the output it is coming. The output it has been, it is Gunamani Jana, my name, my email ID G underscore Jana, and www.vvcr.com, and I have written hi students, hope you are doing well, and my gender also is showing well. You got it now? So this is in this way, because step by step I'm telling you, I have not gone for the validation. I'm telling you how to create a form and how to we can get those data what you are submitting. That is the main purpose in this program. Okay, I hope you have understood this program here. I think you once again you see this coding part, I will be comfortable. So three part here. First one, I declare the variables and I have given the conditions. If this is the dollar server, it is request method is equal to post, then the test input it will take name, email, website, comment and gender. Okay, then I'm writing a function because it is to be used again, and I have given all things in these functions. So it will trim, so it will strip slashes. That means if any blank spaces is there, if any special character is there, all the things it will accept. It will not reject or show an error. Then return the dollar data. Then I have written the second part. I have written the PHP form validation. This unit validation, this is just PHP form example. Then this is just purely a HTML program I have written up to this. And finally, I'm writing a PHP another program. That what is the data I have given it there, something I want to be displayed it here. Okay, so that is the part I have done it here and I have shown you. Then we are going for the next file, that is the open file program number 37. Okay, so now we go for the program number 34, 35. 35 is over, 36 is also over. So program number 37 is there. Now let us open this program. Okay, now same thing I'm modifying. See, I am putting some errors here. Oh, what are the validation error, etc. that I am putting it here. So in addition to this dollar name, email, because I declared this variable and initialize to blank, I'm writing name error, email error, gender error, and website error. All this I'm initializing to blank also. Okay, and here the under this style, because I am using style under this head, dot error, when this dot error thinks it will come, the color will be something red, different color it will come. What is the, this is the hexadecimal number, you write what is red, green, which color you want, that it has to be displayed. Okay, so this thing just to declare just like a class dot error, and whenever something dot error like it will come, those things it will be displayed in this color, and this color is red. Preferably you can see this color. Now the same thing when the request is equal to method is equal to, and if empty, if it is empty dollar post name, then it will display dollar name error. So name is required. That means it will show this name error. What is the name error? Name error already it is empty initially. Nothing is there. It is empty. Now, if the field is empty, you have not entered any data. Initially it is accepted, but now it will not accept. It will show some error. What is that error? It will show name is required, and this will be in that red color. Similarly, dollar name test input dollar post equal to name. Okay, then else, then if any data is there, then it will take from the text input the same thing, it will display as a name. Okay, that is no problem. Similarly, email id, email id is required. If email id is not there, it is blank. If email id dollar underscore email, dollar email error, it will show email required. So if you are putting a blank, it will show the error. Otherwise, test input, it will show the email. There is no problem. This part, you know, that is the second part. Similarly, website, if it is blank, okay, else website test input dollar post equal to website. Okay, so it will show all the things it will do like this. So comment also do like this. This so like this, and test input like that one. So it will not show the comment error. It will not show the website. That is not a website error. Website is blank. You have not written a website. Understand? It will show website is a blank. So comment is blank. No comments are there. So not writing a comment is not an error. Okay, it is a blank one. You have not written anything. It is not an error. Okay. So like that, comment also it is a there. It will show blank. Gender also, suppose you have not selected any gender, then it will say gender is required. Else it will accept the gender and all. Yeah. Now then we go for this function, same trim, strip slashes, and the HTML special cats, all things required and data required, and then you go for the form. Sorry, then you go for the form here, and how to create this form, you know. Okay, so don't worry for this part because it looks like a big program, but it's a very small one. The PHP form validation example. So I am writing span class is equal to error. See, you remember dot error I put it there. So I'm declaring to three ways there in the HTML I told you. One way you can use span class when it is equal to error, then it will show a required field. in that one. Okay, for method post action is equal to action is equal to what the echo, so all the things. So name, it will take the name, then email, it will take the email, otherwise you'll go for the error. First it will show the blank, it will show the error, otherwise if it is the data is there, it will show that one. So same thing up to radio button, and up to you can go for the gender also, and submit button is there, and finally it will display all things also here. Finally it is displaying all the things here. Okay, so this is the program number 37. Okay, now let us go to the program number 37. The same thing you have written here, and while I am putting 37, enter. Okay, 37.php. Okay, so now let us go to the program number 37. So program number PHP 37 dot PHP. Directly it is showing record field, not like that. So maybe let some little error is there, somewhere we will check it. Okay, so now so it's okay up to this. It is okay, we don't have an error up to this. It is up to this. Okay, no, it's not okay. Then you can go for these things, and you right click, go for a new something. Go for a new, and just you type in your file. This part just save it here. Okay, without this also will try to run this program. Control G, Control S. Okay, so minimize it. Now run your program, because this part we already removed this part, and Control S. Now if I run this program here, what is happening, let us see. So my program 37.php, nothing is coming. Okay, that means some Control V. Okay, this file where we are giving the things, this is coming under this thing, then it is body HTML, everything is closing. So anyway, this you will see there is some small error is there, that's why it is not running. That I think error with the column name it should come, and it is supposed to come here there also, but it is not coming. Okay, then what is the next file? Then I go for the open files, and I next go for welcome 1.php, read.php, underscore okay. So let us I think we'll try that one. Then we go to the welcome 1.php, open it, but there it is showing. Yeah. This is the previously we are using. So this is not the file. Then you open this one, and some other files we can check it here also. Okay, this we can do, but PHP. No. So anyway, some there are something is there. I think we can check it that first. I will run it, then I'll tell you. I hope up to this we have completed the very fundamentals of this PHP, and maybe small issues will be there regarding this PHP that you small programs you can practice. And next we'll focus on this database connectivity. Okay, till now I have given you two things. One is the PHP, how to create a form, and how to go for the validation. The last one it was not running. I'll check it for the small error with that I'll run and show you what will do it. So it will show you the same form as it is. So if you leave here anything, then it will show you the error in reading. So this field is required. That is the only thing it will show that. Okay. So maybe some connectivity somewhere there it is showing the issue. So you don't worry for that one. So next part, we will go for the second part of this one, which is most important for all of you, because I told you that we are not only going for validation and verification, we have to go for some database connectivity. So what we are going to do, we are going to create some database using your MySQL. Okay, because by PHP MySQL is there. So in this MySQL, we'll create some database, and using this PHP, we have to go for the connectivity. Okay, one video I have already uploaded, and you might have seen it. And today, a good news is that I started another topic beyond syllabus, that is the .NET Core. Okay, I know most of you do not know .NET framework also, but I have gone for the advanced version, that is 2019. What is the .NET Core that is there? This video it is around 1 hour 2 minutes some 10 seconds video there. This video already, before taking these classes, I was preparing that video. This already uploaded in our things. Okay, so in your app binder, in the YouTube already uploaded, and in the app binder also link also provided to you all. And I'm requesting all of you go through that YouTube and note down the procedure how to install, and you try to install, because parallelly the time we will be completing this PHP MySQL, also we will be completing that one. Even if this, I told you that the topic beyond syllabus, it is a main thing, because I clearly mentioned that who do not know any coding, he cannot do anything. He can very much do these your Visual Studio, okay, or all this in .NET framework related things. But the .NET Core, what I used, and I have given a demonstration right from installation to working in the console mode and working in the web app mode. For everything, I have given demonstration how to work on that one. So it is not difficult. I think only thing you require, if you have a system and at least some 4 to 6 GB RAM is there and some space is there, you can download and you can install that one. Okay, and you can run all this program. I have given the detailed coding also, how to run this console program, how to run this web app programs, and all these things I have compared and given, and some shortcut commands also I have given. How you can use all those commands in the command mode to run, to test, to check, and everything you can do that. Okay. Till then, take care. In the next class, first we'll solve this program, and then we'll go for the MySQL part. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Take care of your health. Till then, goodbye.